Hey everybody, Dr. Leigh Miller here, your TMJ physical therapy specialist. I'm back to talk a little bit more about the masseter because it's just such a fun muscle and he gets really pissy sometimes, right? So if you saw my external release video and you feel like, well, that helped a little bit, but I still feel pain, especially when you wake up in the morning, right? You feel like you just went for a marathon along the jaw, or maybe throughout the day. You just feel like as the tension of the day elevated, so did the muscle tension right in your jaw area, right? That's your masseter. That's your masseter talking to you like, hey, I hurt, help me out, right? Okay, so here's another way to help out that masseter. So what you wanna do, this is gonna be intra-oral. So you either wanna wear some gloves or, as I previously did before this video, wash my hands thoroughly, right? I like to sing happy birthday twice when I wash my hands. That seems enough, sufficient amount of time. A lot of soap, a lot of lathering. Just wanna put that in there. Okay, so for an intra-oral release, remember the anatomy of the masseter. Two heads, superficial and deep, right? Goes from cheekbone down to the angle of the mandible. So guess what? We want to go along that highway and we want to go along that muscular pathway, right? So what you can do is you're going to create this crab claw-like formation with your fingers, your hands, right? You're going to stick your thumb towards the top where that cheekbone is, right? And you can kind of feel for it externally with your two fingers here, right? Okay. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in an arc-like fashion all the way down to the angle of the mandible. Some of this is going to hurt more than other aspects, right? So you may have a trigger point somewhere along that masseter. It may be on the superficial side, it may be on the deep side, it may be higher up, right? We call that proximal. It may be lower down. We call that distal. Everybody's different and it depends on your bite and it depends on how often, how frequently, and how hard you want to clench down. Okay, so intra-oral, here we go. Crab claw. I'm going to turn to the side and I'm going to go in a C-like motion. Now you want to make sure that you're not just rubbing your cheek, right? We don't want to really get into the buccinator and some of our pucker muscles. Those are fine and those need TLC too, but today we're talking about the masseter. So just make sure that you're far enough back that you really feel like you're getting into that masseter. You can also come perpendicular with it, right? So as you sort of give a little bit of a squeeze towards the more proximal or top aspect of that masseter, you can come perpendicular to the fibers and outward toward your lips. I'll demonstrate. So, here we go. Notice I'm not clenching my teeth together at all, right? So if you're gonna do that, then what you're gonna wanna do is march 3 different spots down your masseter. So you can start by releasing up top, in the middle, and on the bottom as well. Intra-orally, right, you can perform that C-shaped motion. Again, do not squeeze the living daylights out of this masseter. I want you to perform it with medium to firm pressure, but do not cause it to be bruised or to have excruciating pain. This is not a no pain, no gain situation, right? So you want to go along that C-shaped pattern, right, of that masseter 10 to 15 times, and again perpendicularly. You can do that 10 to 15 times. 1 to 2 times a day as needed. You should feel immediate relief and it should actually feel a little bit more smooth to open and close your mouth. This is what I like to call an intra-oral masseter release and a little TLC for that jaw. I'll see y'all next time.